Hello, I'm Jake. Welcome to Jake's Beer Roulette and welcome to Love Lane Plate Spinner. £1.79 from Home Bargains. Love Lane being Home Bargains in-house brewery these days. And whenever they release a beer, I tend to get a little bit excited because their IPA style beers are usually really good. Um, Now this one, oh wow, there's a smell coming off that. This one is interesting because it's 6.3%. It's a heavy hitter. It smells really powerful. It looks odd. I don't know what to make of that. Let's get to the beer first, shall we? Um, because it calls itself New English IPA. So clearly a beer style that's been very popular over a number of years now. Probably pandemic is when I first picked up on it. So you're talking 6 years ago, although I know it's been around longer than that. The New England IPA. It's a surprise no one's done this previously, to be honest. The blurb on the can makes for some reading. Brewer Matt was busy spinning plates on the first brew day of this collab with Charles Farron hops at our brewery in Liverpool's Baltic Triangle. His brief was to highlight the finest English hops in a modern New England style. And by St. George, he did it. It's hazy, it's hoppy, it's true New English IPA. The malts are Golden Promise, oats and wheat, and the hops are Harlequin and Olcana. Sorry to any beer buffs who know what they're talking about. Um, so lemon, melon, and grapefruit on the nose, that's definitely true. And the palate, I should be looking for smooth tropical fruit and grassy, and the finish soft and floral. So, New English IPA. I have had New England IPA that's looked like this before. It does look like a glass of tropical fruit juice. Um, some of them don't have a head on it. This one doesn't. And definite melon. My word. Um, Grapefruit and yeah, a bit of citrus as well. So they're not lying. Now, with these, it's worth pointing out if this is any good at all, this is £1.79. This style of beer and strength of beer in Asda's, Tesco's, blah 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 blah, you can expect to chuck another £2 on the price of that at least. This is probably less than half price a good um, IPA, tropical IPA at the moment. So if it tastes anywhere near as good as it smells, because it smells unusual, and I like that because New England IPAs for a long time have been very much by numbers. It's a style that because it's popular, they all wanted to do it well, they all did it well, and then it kind of like because there's a lot around, it went a bit bland. Well, this is definitely different on the nose. Let's dive in. Here's to your good health. Wow. Again, that's different. Um, Put it this way: the finish on it's lovely, really nice, drying, not too bitter, but tropical finish. The mouth feels all right. It's the thing is, if you've watched my stout review, you'll know that I just had a stout, so I really do need to have a couple of mouthfuls of this to appreciate the taste. Okay, okay. It's it says it's got oats in it, but it's missing that oatiness. It's missing the oats haven't kind of like when you get oats in a beer like this, they tend to make it kind of creamy. Like expect maybe a bit more of a head on it. Um, but other than that, yeah, I'm okay with it for the price, definitely. Um, it's not anything like New England IPA taste wise, flavor wise, I should say. Certainly in the way it looks and the mouth feel to an extent. You will get New England IPAs that are like this, but flavor is it's more towards melon. Um, it does have a hint of pineapple. Does have a hint of. I mean, it mentions lemonade. It's more limey, and maybe that's where it's the two things that would really send this one off into being exceptionally good would be if it was a bit more lemony and there was more oats in it, more creamy. Do you know what? With all the bland New England style IPAs around, and also West Coast IPA is around, it is nice to try something that is doing within that ballpark, but it's trying to be completely different. Um, I can't say it's succeeded 100%, but look, this is going to be a longer video than I normally put up because there's a lot to get through. I mean, I just don't know. I've got another can of it, which I'll gladly drink. It's kind of like I'm glad I didn't get 4 or 5 cans of it, but I don't dislike it. I like the fact that they've gone for something different, that it's really cheap, that I well you can see it's just got me thinking. It hasn't I haven't judged it and I can't judge it one way or the other yet. Um I think I'm gonna fall on the side of liking it. It's one that I can't even rate at the moment. I'd like to see them try again, refine it a bit. Because I think they're on to something. That's what I'm trying to say. Right. I think they're on to something with this. I think that New English IPA is a cracking idea. It's a cracking idea. It's so simple. If you think about it, use English hops rather than kind of like the Citra Mosaic, which is what you see a lot of, isn't it? Um, this is different. They've gone with different. I'm not sure that they've quite got it right, but they sure as hell haven't got it wrong. Let's put it that way. And I think they're on to something. And I think that with if they could knock this one out the park like they did with their Aussie Pale Ale and with their New England Pale Ale that they put on the shelf, which is absolutely outstanding, probably the best bargain beer out there at the moment. £1.49 a can. Although their Baltic Lager is very, very good as well. Still, um, that that's got legs. I think that's got legs. For the beer itself, I'm gonna go with like it's either 6 or 7 out of 10, and I'm feeling generous because it's 6.3%. It's £1.79, and it's completely different, and it's brought a smile to my face. Surely that's what you want. With just sitting in a van drinking beer, if it's making you smile, like it's making me smile and giving me food for thought and for rabbiting on, then that can only be a good thing. Um, so yeah, 7 out of 10. I'd like to try the next batch of this when they've had a go at refining it and making it even better, because I reckon there's something in there. I think that could be something that, like I say, has got legs. I really do. I think that's a beer style. But once they figured out exactly what's going to make it, and it doesn't look brilliant by any stretch. I'd be worried if that's just the appearance, but it smells great. It smells great. And yeah, everything I said. It tastes all right, man. It does taste okay. Um, I'd love to know if you've had this and what your thoughts are. I'd love to know. Please let me know. Here's to your good health. God, it's done to me. Here's to your good health and enjoy your weekend.